on YouTube, you know what you're going to do here. It's not 6 o'clock today. We're a little bit late today because we had something else going on today, but we're here. What we do on our live feed is we go through the comic books we bought for the week. We give you some recommendations for next week. This week, we are actually going to be looking at Free Comic Book Day as well. This past Saturday was Free Comic Book Day. It was Nerd Heaven this weekend, Free Comic Book Day, and May the 4th, and Thunderbolts premiered. So, without any further ado, it's everyone's favorite time of the show. I'm going to spin the camera around because still haven't figured out how to fix this yet. It's been 3 months, so let's spin it around and see what we bought. Hello, Comic Plug. Thanks for joining us. Our regulars, Comic Plug. Jason is on here. Hopefully, Brian will be here in a second, and he will be answering any of your questions. But without any further ado, yeah, Anton, I'm sorry I missed your Free Comic Day. Brian ended up going late. I ended up not being able to go. Something came up. We gave up a whole weekend, the prior weekend, because of Super Jersey Comic Expo. So we really had to spend more time with our family this weekend. So let's go through what we bought this week. Right out of the gate, we got Absolute Superman number 7. The Absolute titles have been doing absolutely fantastic. No pun intended. Absolute Superman has been one of the better series. He is now fighting Absolute Brainiac. Well, Batman will be fighting Absolute Joker soon. So, here you go. 2 Absolute titles this week. Absolute Superman is one. Absolute Green Lantern is the other one. This is issue number 2 of Absolute Green Lantern. Issue number 1 was fantastic. This is definitely becoming one of the better series. I have a lot of hope for this one. Abin Sur is in this one, and he will be judging the other Green Lanterns, including Hal Jordan. If you're not picking this up yet, I strongly recommend it. JSA number 7. This one has been a little bit spotty. It's been on time. It's been late. This one we take a look at Wildcat. Good series. I'm a big fan of JSA. I don't think they get enough due. So here you go. New series. Justice League series connection. The Justice League, the Atom Project. This is the 2 Atoms, Captain Atom and the Atom, have been teaming up to try to avert some crisis in the DC universe. You know how that works, right? It's DC. There's always a crisis. This has been a good series. I've really been enjoying it. I like Captain Atom. I've always been a fan from the days in the 1990s when he was leading the Justice League Europe. I'm still a big fan of this. Love that they do the Batman villains in their own series. Two-Face number 6. This has been the story of Two-Face and why he is who he is, and how Harvey Dent is. He's becoming more of an anti-hero now. He's not really the villain that he's always been. I recommend that if you haven't picked this up. I love the 80s Captain Atom book. Comic Plug. I'm a huge fan of it. Huge fan of just that whole 80s Justice League, America, Justice League Europe, all the ones that go into that. I've been recollecting those actually for the last year or so. So, Two-Face, great series. Secret Sex. I have not read any of these yet. If you guys have, I'd love to know how it is. I'm a little bit behind on my reading because I spend so much time editing videos. We put out quite a few videos a week, if you haven't noticed, and takes up a lot of my time. I'm a little behind Secret Six. I'll read all of them in one. The facsimile of the week, The Brave and the Bold 57, first appearance of Metamorpho. I'm really enjoying the Metamorpho series. I really, as I say all the time, I love these because they show the old advertisements. The Aurora model on the back is just awesome. That you could have had Aurora models for 98 cents. I know they sell for a lot more now, so there you go. Aurora models for 98 cents. I wish I knew what I know now. That's my DC pile. Very light week this week. DC pile. Bought a couple of indies. Captain Planet number 1, written by friend of the show, David Pepos. We did a whole interview with him. He talked about how much he loves Captain Planet and how he wanted to do this series. So they have a guy who is a big fan of the character doing the comic book. That's all we can ask for as comic book fans. If someone's writing this and they love the property, that's who I want writing this. I want him writing this, and there was a ton of variant covers. Dynamite is doing a great job just variant cover after variant cover. There's some of the variant covers there. There were more than this. If you didn't pick this up, go out this weekend and pick it up at your local comic shop. This one just interested me because of what the story was. This is Los Monstros, #1. It is a story about a bunch of monsters. It's from Dark Horse who live in the same neighborhood, and it tells the story of how they get along in the neighborhood. And they're like, they work like regular jobs, and they actually have regular people. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. I love the way horror and even classic horror is becoming more and more a part of comic books again. We have The Mummy, we had Frankenstein, we had Dracula. Now we're having these more, like a more comical series. I'm hoping they make a whole universe of these together, and then everybody keeps embracing them. We have Blade right now at Marvel. We have Werewolf by Night going on at Marvel. A lot of horror is getting infused into our comic books again, just like in the 1970s. I couldn't be happier. Now let's look at what we bought from Marvel this week. Amazing Spider-Man series continues. This is issue number 3. It's been pretty good so far. Oh yeah, the Mark Spears monster books are good. I'm just a fan of the monsters, so you put them in the thing. So here's Amazing Spider-Man. This series has been really good. Like a rebirth of Spider-Man is what it's like. And look at that, there's a Thunderbolt series. I did not see Thunderbolts yet. Planning on going to see it tomorrow with Cassidy and my other daughter. So if you guys saw it, what'd you think so far? Did you like it? No spoilers though, just tell us if you like it or not. Write in the comments. Did you like Thunderbolts? Second print of Fantastic Four vs. Godzilla. The first print sold very well. I really enjoyed this. I'm enjoying that they're actually doing more and more of these. Godzilla's basically fighting everyone right now. Next week is this. Godzilla versus the X-Men. So Thunderbolts was great. Jason, good to hear. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, we're going to see it tomorrow. I heard there's quite a bit of the twist. Yes, I heard that there's a good end credit scene in it too. So if you haven't seen Thunderbolts yet, make sure you stay for the end credit. Unfortunately, last weekend we didn't go see it because we were at Super Jersey Comic Expo. Right? No, we were busy. We had other stuff going on. New Fantastic Four series, Fantastic Four Fanfare, written by Mark Waid. Mark Waid has been doing some great stuff over at Marvel again. Always been a big fan of Waid's stuff. Love that he's writing the Fantastic Four. I am a huge fan. Ultimate Wolverine, #5. Haven't gotten to this yet. I am reading the Ultimates line in order. Haven't got to the Ultimate Wolverine yet. I'm a little bit behind. Again, editing. Looking forward to reading this. And I bought an issue for Cassidy. New Star Wars series, Star Wars #1, written by friend of the show, Alex Segura. He was on our show doing an interview a couple of weeks ago, talked about this series, talked about how much he loves Star Wars. I bought this one for Cassidy. I bought the action figure one for myself. Love the action figure covers by John Tyler Christopher. Love these. Absolutely love these. I and especially these from the 1990s one. This looks just like the figure when I bought it off the rack. That's the comic books for the week. But there was free comic book day, so let's look what we got. Black Mirror has a comic coming out. I can't wait to see this. Actually, already reached out to the author of this, Neil Gibbons, right? I would love to have Neil Gibson. I would love to have him on the show for an interview to talk about what he's going to be doing with Black Mirror. I really, this is, I'm a huge Black Mirror fan. I don't know if anybody out there watches it. This last season was okay, but the past seasons have been absolutely fantastic. Maybe 2 good episodes this past season, but in the past there's been some amazing ones. Hulk Teach. This is a personal one for me because, as you may know, Brian and I are both teachers. This is Hulk Teach. Sometimes I feel like that, and it looks like he's teaching the watchers. I would love to have Hulk come and visit my class every once in a while, especially today. That's why this is late. We had something going on at school today. We could not do the live when we were supposed to. Aragon Universe free comic book. Nice fold-out cover. Yeah, it's hard to keep all of those streaming services. But Black Mirror is good. Marvel Voices. Another free one. Marvel did some good free books this time around. The best one I'll save for last. Kicking off the Fantastic Four free comic book day. And finally the big one, the Amazing Spider-Man Ultimate Universe one. This is the first time all 5 of the Ultimate titles come together. It's getting ready. They're basically getting ready for the Maker to return. So this is the big one. I can't wait to read this one. This was the one I was most looking forward to. That's our haul for the week. Now let's look at my recommendations for next week. We could do one DC, one Marvel, and did I lose everybody? One Marvel, one DC, three indies. The Marvel one is Godzilla vs. the X-Men. Godzilla vs. the X-Men. Do I have to say anything else? Godzilla is going to be battling the X-Men. Definitely pick it up. DC Supergirl #1, a new Supergirl series. Maybe she'll get her just due. She has been mistreated over time. Three indies. Exquisite Corpses #1 from James Tynion. It's about a group of killers who compete on Halloween. It's kind of like a game showy kind of thing. They bring a bunch of killers together to see if they can kill each other, and the winner wins. So, I don't know. I don't know if Godzilla is going to beat the X-Men. I don't know. Who in the Marvel Universe can beat Godzilla? That's the question. Write in the comments, who do you think in the Marvel Universe could beat Godzilla? The Hulk? Who else? Speaking of Godzilla, my #2 recommendation is Godzilla Here There Be Aliens #1. IDW, Frank Terry is writing it. Godzilla's going to battle aliens. Godzilla is fighting everyone right now. He's making his way across the United States in one series. He's fighting everybody at Marvel in another series. He's going to be fighting King Kong and the Justice League in a series coming up in DC. Godzilla is the big thing in comic books right now, and I love it. Finally, the last thing is Invincible Universe Battle Beast #1. Another good series that you got to pick up. That's my recommendations for the week. This is the comic haul for the week. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Everyone that joins us, we really appreciate that you're here. So this weekend, what we have our panel. You guys asked for it. You want to see our panel from Super Jersey Comic Expo. That goes live on Saturday. We actually just recently interviewed. We have a big interview coming up. It was absolutely fantastic. It's a name that's been in comic books for a long time. Stay tuned for that. That will be a week from Wednesday. This Wednesday will probably be a review of the Black Spider-Man and how he still impacts comic books today. So thanks for watching. Love what you collect. Brian's supposed to say collect what you love, but he's not on here and he was supposed to be. We'll see you next week. Next week we'll be back on at 6 o'clock. So see you next week. Unless you guys prefer 8. If you prefer 8, please put in the comments that you would rather this be done at 8 o'clock and not 6 o'clock. If 8 o'clock works better for everyone, I am perfectly good with doing it at 8 o'clock. Gives me a little bit of time, more time to get prepared. So thanks for watching. See you next week. Check out all our other videos and share with friends because we hit 4,000 viewers thanks to you guys. Thank you everyone who has been supporting us since the beginning. We're at 4,000. We keep growing. Thank you for building the community. See you next week. It's the time I turn it around now. Here we go. And we're done.